All right, I heard it.
Good.
I heard the ding. All right, are you hearing me okay, Des?
Yes, I can hear you fine, loud and clear.
All right, good. Again, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your meeting tonight there in Ireland. I love that area, and so I'm glad to be talking to you. What you just heard Jack do is something quite magical when it comes to what this platform does. What Jack is doing is it's actually a Hangout on air. He's clicking a record or broadcast button, and it records what we're doing to YouTube so that Des can use it later. You can access it if you're in an included circle or included group of people. You can access this to look at it, forever. So what is really unique about what Google has put together with Hangouts and with the whole Google Plus platform is the connection between Android, and of course I use an iPhone personally and I can participate in Hangouts on the iPhone, but if I'm using an Android device, I can literally set these up mobile. Google has done a great job of not only tying the Android in, but tying the YouTube platform in that they purchased, which really makes this Hangout a platform do an incredible amount of things for business. One of the first things that I like about it, and I like to call it social broadcasting, face-to-face interaction like we're doing right now from America. We're doing this with Des, and it allows you to see people, customers, friends, contacts, prospects that you may have only interacted with email or text or pictures, that we can actually interact. You know, I can see clearly Des's facial expression right now, and Des, you're the big box on my screen here, very dapper there in your suit and tie and everything. But the point is that I can see and interact with Des, and Des can see, and you in the room will not maybe get this, but I was substantially heavier, bigger head the last time Des seen me. So the point is I've lost a lot of weight over the last few months, and Des is able to see that. We're able to interact. And in my opinion, that's one of the greatest benefits of this tool, and properly using it, is the power of communication, to being able to really interact with somebody. And I believe that Google senses and sees this. I like to call it the 35 to 40 and over crowd, because I believe it appeals to us. I'm 51. It appeals to us in our age group that we can socially interact, and in my opinion, it helps cultivate what I like to call social capital. When we can interact face-to-face, when we can share our screen as we're doing right now, and we can do a lot more than that. We can collaborate and other things through this tool. It's just so effective. The second thing that I want to cover in this communicate a part of this is that we don't think about it when we don't worry about what it's costing us. So once we get what Global Hangout is doing, we really understand how to set this platform up. We've just eliminated a cost that can be associated with business. And as you're seeing Jack Yan over there, I'll just point that out, because again, it's being able to catch these little things as we're talking. But anyway, the point is that we don't think about doing these meetings. Give it a second thought. We can jump. I'm on a laptop right now, visiting my mother over on another whole area part of town, Des, in the hospital, and we're able to just go into an office, grab internet, jump on the laptop, and do this meeting. It's just how efficient it is. So without a doubt, this is an incredible way to communicate, again, with prospects, customers, trainings, and record it. So it's a great communication tool. The second thing that I think is probably as important as anything is it really helps accelerate and bring a brand to modern day technology. What do I mean by that? Well, I want you to understand how simple this is. When you have a Gmail account, you literally will have up in the right upper part of your Gmail account page, you'll have Start a Hangout. And Des, you know, it's just that simple. You click on that Start a Hangout, the camera comes up, and you can create a session, and within that session, invite people within seconds. And that's what we were doing. You kind of seen us going back and forth there for a minute, but we were doing all of that inside of our Gmail account. Jack had jumped on, and he was bringing Des on in Ireland just like that. So it doesn't have to be we were prepared to do this, but we didn't have to preset it all up and send out notices, which we could, by the way. We could have 9 of us plus Jack in here recording and then playing it to whatever the crowd is. So, but my point is it's a wonderful branding tool. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, I don't know what business you're in there, where you're at tonight. I know Des has talked to several businesses there in the area you're at, but I don't know. Maybe you're in the real estate business or the insurance business or the banking, financial business. This is a leg up on the competition. We have a fun commercial here in the U.S., and it's about a hotel chain, and they literally they use ducks in this commercial. Probably don't have it in Ireland, but it'll literally have this little group of ducks, and Jack, I know you've seen this, and it'll say, when I stay at Hampton Inn, I have my ducks in a row, and they'll line all these ducks up, and they'll leg up on the competition. The guy will put his leg up on the shoulder, the other guy making the presentation beside him. And I'm saying that because that picture sticks in my mind about, again, having an advantage over the competition. And look, when you can interact with your clients in a matter of seconds and record and set that to private for what you just talked to them about, then they can easily rewatch that. They can easily go back over the points that you made. And it becomes an incredible tool when it comes to service, and an incredible tool for you to show them what you're trying to accomplish with documents. You can input video. Again, you can say, man, this just sounds really complicated. Well, I promise you, it can be as full of technology as you want it to be, or it can be as simple, again, as just face-to-face interaction. And the tools within Global Hangout are great in you pacing yourself and walking through this setup process in very bite-sized, simple, easy steps. So it's a big brand tool. It allows you to have a leg up, an advantage over the competition, because you're using a tool that not only is impressive to the client or the prospect that you may be talking to, but it'll actually expose them to something that they probably want to use in their business also. So and again, back to recording and broadcasting, it's limitless what you can do with that and how long, and you can do it as much as you want, store as much as you want. And this is an incredible advantage over Skype and any of these tools, multiple users, multiple people, and being able to stream multiple content. It's just incredible. President Obama uses this. He uses it for his fireside chats. He used it for his election campaign. Richard Branson, of course, that name is one that, of course, you can't be around Europe and not know his name. Made a big impression here in the States too. We have a new video Des releasing in the next 48 hours, in which Richard Branson's a part of that. You'll see, showing some of the things he's done with it. He uses it for some of his social cause stuff, where he has people all over the world interviewing him. So it's a monster platform for that kind of thing too. Then the third thing that I think is probably the biggest in my mind, probably the biggest for most of the businesses that are there, is your place on Google. I want you to get this, because if you get this part, you will I mean, for 99 bucks for 1 year, and then 29 thereafter annually. And again, there's no more cost. The amount of information you're going to be that's going to be shared with you, and plugging into the network by itself. Maybe you're not interested in a global impact with your brand, but by plugging into this network, you're going to meet new friends. Des, I know you have. You're going to meet people all over the world just by being a part of the network. I mean, we're 10,000 plus strong in a matter of 5 weeks, and it's global. But let's go back for a minute to why I've said Google positioning. All of us want to be as far up on the Google page as we can, whatever business we're in. Whatever business you're in, the terminology that you use, I want you to understand this point. The terminology that you use to describe your business within Google+, once you create the identity, maybe you're a muffler shop, maybe you're a car repair shop, or maybe you're in a professional business. The way that you describe your name when you identify your name, and the terms that you use under that name will directly relate to your positioning on Google as you use Google+. Now I want you to get this. This is why you chase friends and you plug into Des and Dorinda and others in this room, and you gather friends as quickly as possible on top of your customers and contacts. As you put out information on Google+, and Des can easily show you how to cut your own little commercials with this. We have, as you know, Des, we have some ladies that are just magical at this here in the States that are using these Hangouts to cut minute spots and 2-minute spots, and just talking about what they do. When you post that stuff, Google absolutely loves it because this is her platform. So without paying click ads and without writing a lot of content, just by using this face-to-face social network, that's what I love to call it, Google+, you're going to climb and elevate your business on the page that relates to the terminology you use on Google+ in the business you're in. Now, what's the benefit of that? Well, there are people literally. Mike Demetro is a guy that has helped us explode this across the globe. One of his best friends is in Houston and works with the auto industry there. He gets paid $2,000 a month per brand of Ford, Chevy, these different brands, to assist dealers, the auto dealers, in this point alone, $2,000 a month. Now, what does he do? He goes and helps them bring together the advertising, the messages that they're doing, clip it up, and uses it to promote their Google+ presence. Now, I'm not telling you got to get that wild with it, but just you doing your own video clips, staying on the subject that's about, if you're in the insurance industry, then be specific about the product you highlight or promote the most, and plug into these friend networks and connect to people within the Google+ community. You're going to find yourself climbing up those Google pages that specifically aid your business when people look under the terms that you want your business to be looked at. So that part is just invaluable. It pays to get this information and to get active with it. Des, I know you may have a couple of more questions, but I just wanted to get those 3 things across. It's a great communication tool. It helps build social capital because you know what? When people can find you and understand what you do and have interaction with you, it creates that brand stickiness that you want as a brand. And then again, to your Google ratings. When you want people to find you, we know that 2/3, a little more, well, actually more than 2/3, over 70% of everybody in the world uses Google as their decision-making tool when it comes to the internet. And so, man, again, you're right, Des. This will be the business network, social network for the future, and I believe that's Google's objective. Because if they can get you to store the important stuff, the videos, the training, the promotion on their platform, YouTube, that's going to keep you coming back. And so, again, I think it's just a great way to promote a business. I really, really do.
Fantastic, fantastic. I think if anybody has any questions you want to ask me to, I'm very happy to answer. Just in relation to that, Bruce, I'm sure people here in the room will understand. With Facebook, you can add 8 friends per day. That's it.
Yeah.
Afterwards, you could actually have your account terminated if you add more than 8 friends. With Google+, you can add as many friends as you so wish. You can just click, and you can put people into your business. I have more than 5,000 people in my Google+ business, and that's in the last 3 weeks to a month. So you can't do that, and I know you can't call them friends, but a lot of them now I'm sharing information with. And when I share information, as I said, I at least had 50 to 60 plus signs today come back. I posted one of my training modules out there today. It says, I like the content you put out there. Hello, how are you? And I've now started to talk to these people. This is exactly what Bruce has been saying. To develop your business model with the power and with the help of Google+. And I think, Bruce, you really put that exceptionally well.
And you just brought out a critical point, and thank you for doing it because I know you did it intentional, but it's content. And that is one of the great things that you're going to see. Not only, we're going to build this Google+ neighborhood, this social structure using Twitter and using Facebook, because again, Twitter has the new 1-minute video feed. Very few people are taking advantage of. That it's easy to use Google Plus to do the 1-minute clip. And we're going to show you a lot of those kind of things. Again, you can bite off as much of this as you want, or just focus on one of the platforms. The great thing, Des, that you're doing, and this is why you're growing fast, and this is why your Google Plus community is growing fast, is you're creating content that they can repost. Your content is quality, so the people inside of these groups want to take your content. They want to be your friend. And that's the same thing that's going to happen with business people in that room today. Look, when you share stuff with people they want to hear, they listen to you. You know, that's just one of those funny things. When you interest me, then I'll pay attention to what else you're saying. And so this is fun stuff. I've learned that we all are interested in technology. Most of us, you know, are confused by a lot of these presentations. And that's what I love about the connecting of this community, that, you know, we're right now talking to a group in Ireland that's several hours later than what we are, and we're helping that group understand this platform that is a multi-billions of dollars invested that we can take advantage of. So again, Des, great job, Dorinda, and I encourage all of you. Look, you have an opportunity to be in the front of emerging technology that Hangouts are. So again, thanks, Des.
Okay, I think we have a little bit of a breakup.
All right.
Just on that as well, Bruce, if you can hear me, as I said, I was just here what the expectations Google Plus had for their greatest expectations. There's over 40 million users as of today using Google Plus. 40 million, which is phenomenal. So, okay, are we back on air there?
All right, thank you.
We're still on air. There's just a little bit of a delay, Des, over to Ireland there. Bruce seems to be coming in good. Did you have any other questions?
Yeah, and I think it's open.
All right.
With the broadband.
All right, bye-bye.